Welcome to another live stream. I'm your host, Johnny, and this is the Investing for Beginners community. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the Qs. And all that I ask is that you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So it is Friday, March 15th, 7:30 in the morning. And we are looking at trading possibly the Qs. Now, give me just a second here, but look, we have a giant run up here with the SQQ. Looks like about 3.5% early morning hours. TQQQ has a nice pullback here. Nice little opportunity to buy if it does stay overbought here. So we're just waiting to see what the QQQs do. We already invested 20 shares on Robinhood, and we're up $3 out of $220. Now I do have a position in TQQQ as well. And right now I'm just going to spread my links around real quick. And make sure everyone is aware that I am live. All right, we have a nice descent going down with the SQQQs. Means SQQQ is rising, which is just fantastic. I do go live every Monday morning as well, and I may even change that to live every single day moving forward. Super excited to be able to share this with you, and excited to be here as well this morning in this beautiful country of ours, to be able to trade and enjoy the stock market. It's just a wonderful thing. Okay. Yeah, SQQ is going up, which is just fantastic, which means that TQQ is staying going down. Let's look at the 1 minute. This is a nice little open here, staying above that EMA line and that SMA line, which is just fantastic. That is what's giving us the ability to have some of that upward momentum. Right, we have a nice little descent here. Groups. Right. The TQQs, a nice buy opportunity to bounce back up here. As you can see, it is extremely oversold at the moment for an 8% potential bounce. It doesn't mean it will right now, because QQQ is in a nice little downtrend. It does have the potential to hit right here at the 435, or potentially even the 433 mark level. SQQ already has its ascent, and it's almost in the overbought area at 6%. So if you would have invested a little bit sooner than say today, then you would have been up 6% instead of like say 1%. So not bad. All right, looks good, looks good. 58.58. The triple Qs are still kind of going down a little bit. Hello, good morning, good morning. All right, feel free to ask questions if you want to. I'm here, I'm available to answer questions. All right, all my links are out. Thank you all for being here. Looks like we have few people joined this morning. All right, guys, so Triple Q is making its descent up, which means SQQ may start to pull back. TQQ is starting to rise. Now, it is still showing a downward momentum here. This is on the 1 hour, so let's look at the 1 minute. Now, TQQ looks like it has kind of flatlined at the moment. It's trying to figure out what it wants to do. Same with QQQ. As you can see, QQQ is $435. They're down almost 1%. Well, TQQQ is tracking QQQ, and they actually are 3 times ETF. So they're actually almost down 3%, which gives us the opportunity with SQQ to be up almost 3%, which is just fantastic. I noticed this last night, or actually, yeah, it was early this morning, about 8:30. Well, we're 9:30 Eastern time, so it was about an hour ago where it started to see signs of going up, which is 2.5%. Now, I am going to take us real quick to the Robinhood because that's where I am trading off of at the moment for the public trading account. I do not showcase my main account right now at the moment. I may, if I get enough likes on this video and maybe get like up to 5,000 subscribers, which we're not that far behind, then I may consider sharing that with you guys. So for now, this is our public trading account. Pro shares, ultra pro share, triple Q is up 11.28. We're going to go ahead and add 10 more. We're going to add 10 more shares to this because it is showing signs of an upward momentum. Go ahead and buy 10 shares. See, our average share price was at 11.06. Now it's at 11.13. Our market value is $3.38, and we're up $4.50, which again, it's not a lot, guys, but it's enough to showcase how to day trade here on the Investing for Beginners channel. So until it starts showing signs of a pullback, I'm going to continue to wait to sell. Now it is at 11.29. It is coming into our first area of resistance. Now, if it stays above this resistance level, then that would create a new support level. So we are just standing by to see what that does. Oh, it did look like it broke above it. So this does now change into a support level, as again, old resistant levels turn into new support levels. Now this should continue to rise, possibly up to this next support level. TQQ looks like it's still trying to fall back. Now it does look like it's trying to get a little bit of momentum now at this bottom area. So we're going to go to TQQQ, and I did buy a little bit too ahead of this at the moment. We have an average share cost of 60. We're at 58.30. So in order to get back to even just break even, it needs to go back up to where it was at 5:30 this morning, which was pre-market. Now I did jump the gun a little bit and bought $40 of this. But what's great about that is I already have 22 shares, and as SQQ goes up, I will then lock in profits, and then we will take the $337 out of here, plus the 100, that's about 400, and we will put that into TQQ. Now, it looks like they're wanting to break back. I may go ahead and consider selling if this candle doesn't do anything in just a minute. I did break above this resistance level. TQQ is growing. SQQ is going down slightly. Oops. Oh. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment for me if you'd like. Okay, SQQ wants to keep going up. There we go. Let's see some good momentum moving up. What's the triple Qs doing? Triple Qs are slightly going up as well. Trying to get back up to this EMA line because it is overbought. I mean, it is oversold. Right? It does have potential to bounce back up. Now, it is below the EMA line, but it is above the SMA line. Same with TQQ. Below the EMA, just above the SMA. So it should bounce off this SMA, is what a lot of retail investors would think. Now, SQQ is at 1126. Now, if it can stay above 1126, oh, 1127, it just broke. It just broke, guys. See, so I could have sold here, and I would have lost out on a little bit of potential, but look, it's going to go back up. Okay, I may consider selling in just a minute just to lock in profits. It's only $4, guys, but it's 1.5%. So 1.5% on 1,000 would be like $10. Okay, 1128. Here we go. 1128. Okay, I got it. Huge sell-off there. Huge sell-off. 10,000 shares just got sold at 1128. We're going to put in a trailing stop order. Percentage, less than 1%. Well, I'm already up. I'm up 1%. So actually, amount, let's go. Let's not even do that. Let's do like 5 cents. Goes down 5 cents. I'm going to lock in profit. Go 29 shares. Good till cancel. Review order. So if it falls below even 5 cents, then I will sell. Did you guys see what I did there? So now there's only a 5 cent difference. If it goes down to 11.25, I'll sell and get out. I was up $5 just now, and as it continues to rise, my trailing stop loss will rise with it as well. And there's no reason for it to go down right now. Now it is slightly overbought. As you can see, 11.31, the TQQs are still descending down. It just broke past that support level. So now that it broke past the support level, it's going to be finding a new support level somewhere. And these both turn into resistant levels now. Old support levels become new resistant levels, and old resistant levels become new support levels. They go hand in hand. So as soon as this decides what it wants to do, it has a potential to go up 9%. So we're doing 2 day trades today, guys. Right now we're up almost 2% or $5 on a very small account. Now I should have added a lot more to this position, but I did not. We have a trailing stop loss set in place right now. Trailing stop sell for today. Highest price is 11.30. Trail amount a nickel or 5 cents. Trailing stop price is 11.25 for 29 shares. So if it does so happen to go down to 11.25, I will sell out. Now if this goes up to 11.40, then my trailing stop will go up to 11.35, and it's already moving up slightly already, which is just fantastic. So that doesn't continue to rise, then we are going to continue to lock in those higher highs and those higher lows. Now, if it can break through this resistance level, which it looks like it just might, it might break through this resistance level, then we will make some additional money here. And guys, smash that like button for me. I'd really appreciate it. Okay, here we go. It's got a little bit of a descent, 11.30. My trailing stop loss is 11.25 still. And so that if it goes back down to 11.25 right here, then I'm still going to be able to lock in profits, okay? It's a nice little stop loss right here for me. 11.30, so it's still staying. And if this continues to rise, then we're just going to keep riding it up, because there's no point in selling now and then getting into TQQ if it's not showing any upward momentum. Now, if my trailing stop loss breaks and this starts moving up, then we're definitely going to buy. But look at that. Someone just sold a ton of TQQ just now. And triple Qs, how are they doing? It is trying to break the downward cycle and trying to break high. It has a super overbought on the MACD. It's at about 35 on the RSI. TQQ, they're trying to break that resistant level here. If they can't break above the resistant level, then it's just going to stay as a resistance. Now, it did have a slight pullback here, 11.31. and we got out, shares won. So we did get out, we did lock in some profit. I believe it was about the $5 mark, which is so odd to me because we're at 1133. Should have set my stop loss just a little bit higher, because what happened was the highest price went to 1134, which means my triggered stop price went to 1129, and that's when I was able to lock in even more. So at 1130, it was right around $5. I was able to make about $5 profit on this day trade, which was just fantastic. Let's go ahead and screenshot that because that was a good move. Now we're going to take our eyes to TQQQ. Okay. And it may start showing signs of an upward momentum. Now we have $500 available to buy if we start seeing this turn into the right direction. We also have 22 shares available to sell. Hello, welcome to the live stream. So with that said, I mean, SQQ still has a potential to go up, but it's now in the sell range. Look at this. Okay. We did it, guys. We did it. We were able to take this and make almost 7%. So 7% for you on $1,000 would be $70. If you were to put in $3,000 this morning, you had the potential to make $200 in a single day. Actually, that's wrong. It would have been in 2 days. So for today, to make that much money, you would have had to put in, say you got in like right here at these candles at 1095 to a high of 1135 where we were at. That's say almost 4%. 4% on your money, that's $40 on 1,000. And so you would need a substantial amount to make $200. You need around $5,000 to make $200 today. Now, it doesn't look like it wants to go up, but also doesn't look like it wants to go down. It looks like the volume has kind of steadied out here as well. TQQ still doesn't know what it wants to do. Now, it is still showing kind of signs of a downward trend, possibly some consolidation at this level. But at the moment, there's just no way of telling. As you can see, it's staying on this nice downward trend. It's trying to have a pullback here. It's really fighting. I mean, it really likes this level. So we're going to bring this up here and here, because if it can break these levels, then it is a good buy opportunity to get back up to some previous highs, such as this here. And say this right here. We're going to create one more level right there. So it does have an opportunity, but it doesn't look like it's not doing much right now. The TQQs is at 5806. Now it doesn't want to go up, which is what we want it to do too. We want it to go up so we can make some money on this trade as well. I did jump the gun. I do have shares of TQQ since I believe last week. I bought, let's look at some. Bought 5 on the 13th, 2 on the 13th at 61, and then 60. I bought another 2 at 59, and then just bought 10 at 58. So I am somewhat averaging down on this position. We're at 60.16 as an average cost. Now, I do not recommend averaging down on a company that is going down, but at the same time, there is potential for it to go up. So says the charts. As you can see, it's already starting to try to make a descent. Now, the doji candle or the doji star does not like anything up or down, so it just kind of went neutral. Now, if we can push this up past the EMA line and break free through some new levels, then we have a potential to make some pretty good money, even just on its recovery for today. If it can just recover to where it opened, which was right here, then that's about 1%. If it can recover to the EMA, that's 2%. And if it could recover to the SMA, that's 3%, which would just be fantastic. If we can get to levels where it was pre-market, that's almost 4%. So 3 to 4% on your investment is potential here on TQQQ. Now remember, I don't tell you what to buy, hold, or sell. All I can do is show you what I'm doing to beat the stock market. Now, 3 to 4% on $1,000 is $30 to $40. Now that doesn't sound like a lot, but when you start adding more money, like say you had 10 grand and you trade with the 10 grand, that would be $300 to $400 very easily on a very short trade. Now that doesn't mean it has to happen. It also has a potential to go up even more over a matter of a couple of days. to some previous highs of almost 10%. So again, that same $10,000 that would make you 300 to 400 bucks could potentially make you $1,000 at a 10% rate. Now, as you can see here, is showing almost a triple top, but if you look in the reverse, it also shows a triple bottom. So right now, we're just waiting for confirmation that this is going to either go up or down. At 7:52 my time, 9:52 Eastern time. And I would just suggest that you smash this like button, because on Monday, we are going to be doing more live trading at the exact same time. I like to go live Mondays, and I may even consider going live every single day. So if that sounds interesting to you and you find value in these live streams, then definitely subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on those future live videos. I also do videos on investing long-term, dividend capturing, and ways that you can make money in the stock market. So definitely subscribe. We got a ton of great videos. Over 500 videos right now on the YouTube channel and growing. We have a community of investors, and if you smash that link in the description below, you'll also get into our Discord, which is just a great community where I share my trading ideas with you guys. So TQQ is making its ascent up at 58 and some change. I'm gonna go ahead and buy 5 more shares at $300 here. Right, and it takes my share average from 60.62 to 59.82. We have 27 shares, which is just fantastic. And now we are watching it slowly rise up. Now to get to 59.82, all I have to do is get back up to right here at about 635, where they would technically be at the close from yesterday. Now, if we can get up to 634, 6034, then we'll make a little bit of money on that. Now, this is a day trade. Now, it doesn't mean that it's necessarily going to be a day trade. It may turn into a swing trade, or I may just sell depending on what's going on. So let's just take a look in the next few minutes. All right. All right, so let's see what's going on here. Now it does look like it wants to go back down. This doji candle is undecisive, this doji star. Now it may just kind of do this for a little while. It may stay in this little buy zone area to give us plenty of opportunity to buy, get all these new investors in to the market. But if it can pass this EMA, then we have a nice shot of upward momentum to move forward. So what's QQQ doing? Same thing. QQQ is trying to get back up to those previous highs. All I need to do is move about a quarter of a point to get to the EMA, and about 3/4 of a point to get to the SMA, or the previous levels it was this morning. Now SQQ, as you can see, is going down. Now if it bounces up this SMA line, then that may be a good consideration to buy SQQ again, and then ride up about 1 to 2%. Now it may crash through this SMA line, an EMA line, I mean, not SMA line. The SMA line's way down here. Now, why is this important, guys? Well, look, we're on the 1 minute. This isn't an hour. This isn't a 5 hour. This is a 1 minute. So we just played literally like a few minute candles. Like I think we played maybe 20 minutes or so worth of candles. Now it's going down. And as you can see yesterday, they do make these high highs. That's a 3%. And then it just drops back down, almost the whole 3%. So you don't get stuck holding the bag. That would have been a great opportunity to sell, which would have been up there at 1135, 1130, where I was able to sell. Now this is going to just start to sell off. And as this sells off, there's a potential to lose roughly 3%. But at the same time, there's a potential to gain 3% from here. Okay. And with these companies, guys, they like to stay as close as possible to the SMA line. I love using the example of like a drunk driver on the road. I don't know if that's a great example, but it's a good one for me, right? So the SMA line is the road, and the EMA line is the drunk driver. He's trying as much as he can to stay in this zone, but he can't. He overcorrected. Now he's on the right side. And then he's trying to get back on the road on the SMA line, and he goes to the left side, and then back to the right side, and then back to the left side. He's trying to get back on the road, but he just can't seem to stay on the road. So you're just getting this pullback. And sometimes they're long pullbacks, and sometimes they're short pullbacks, and they're really little, and sometimes they're really big. And that's what we're doing right now. We're just playing off of these pullbacks. So TQQ wants to get back on the road, but it can't get up to the SMA line until this starts to cross up and go over. Now the potential here to get to that SMA line is almost 3%, almost 4%, guys. So 4% on $1,500 would be a nice little penny, right? 4% on 1,000 would be 40. So that'd be 40 and 20. That'd be 60. That'd be like $60 on $1,500, which isn't a heck of a lot, but it is something, right? And that's what we're doing right now. We're just watching the charts. We're watching TQQ. What's it doing? What's it not doing? It wants to go up, but it's just not able to perform at the moment. So the volume's not quite there anymore. They've had some good volume this morning. This may turn into a swing trade, which is fine if I need to. Right, we're gonna go ahead and pull. We're gonna pop this out. There we go. Do something like that. Yes, we can. Cool, I can see you guys now. Awesome. All right. And we can still see the sell-offs here, the volume, size, and all that. Cool. Second round vintage. How do you know when to swing or day trade? Well, that's exactly what we're doing here now. We are looking at basically these levels, and because this is in a day, this is a daily. Actually, let me do this. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let me do this. We can see everything. Yeah. Yeah. I like that. Okay. And we don't even need this. Honestly. I guess we do. Is this on our trade stance? Yeah, I don't even need that. Watch list. Can I move my watch list over? No. We cannot. Okay. Either way, that looks good. I can move this over. Like that right there. Boom. All right, so yeah, so that's what we're doing right here. So right now we're on a daily chart, but as you can see on the 1 hour, this does have potential to move quite a bit. Now in the past, this company was able to move, say, from here on the February 28th to a high of $63 or 8% in a single day. Now that was an overnight swing trade that made 8%, okay? Then it dropped and went down pretty much the entire 8%, and then you could have bought, say, here again on March 5th and sold at a high for a 10% profit 2 days later. Okay, so now we are considering possibly doing another swing trade. This is another 6%. Okay, so between 6 and 10%, we are looking at a potential of 10% here in two to 3 days. Now, if it's 2 days, great. That'll be Monday. We'll wake up and they'll be somewhat up in this area, and we could have 10% on top of $1,500, which would be $150 on a swing trade. Now, there is also the potential that it could just continue to decline and get down to some of these other previous buy areas. Now, that's when you need to decide, okay, I'm going to hold because I believe in this company and become an investor or a long-term hold or swing trade, or am I going to get out, suck up my losses? Right now I'm down $50. Get out and wait for another opportunity to buy. That's going to be in a much better position for me to buy at a lower level, say at the $57.82, $58 mark, compared to where I'm at now at $59.82. Right now it's at 58. It wants to stay at 58, but it's just not able to now. It looks like it did break this support, or this resistance or support. So now the old support becomes a resistant level now. And all it's going to do is try to make its ascent back up. So this was a strong support area right here. Had a lot of buy and sell going on. They did not like this area, so it just bounced right off. This may be considered a swing trade today. Thanks for asking. Great question. What's QQQ doing? Same thing. They're just basically consolidating in this little buy area range. They don't want to go past the EMA, but eventually they're going to want to get back up to that SMA line. As you can see over the 4-hour chart, it likes to stay above the SMA line. It likes to stay above it, which is just great for us, right? Same with TQQ. It likes to stay above that SMA level. Tammy Martinez, if I bought a stock now and sold it after hours, would that be a day trade? Tammy, yes, that would be considered a day trade. So if you buy a company on pre-market hours, normal trading hours, or after market hours, okay, in that window, that is a day trade, okay? That is a day trade. Now, I've also made the mistake of buying a company overnight, okay, because they have a 24-hour market. I bought a company overnight, say at like midnight, and then tried to sell at pre-market the next day or that day. That was also considered a day trade, okay? So I would suggest just making sure that your day trade is within a 24-hour period. And if you are considering a swing trade, I would recommend that you do not buy companies after hours to sell pre-market, because that may be considered a day trade. I would consider buying it either during market hours and then selling pre-market or during the next day market hour as a swing trade, or you buy overnight and then wait until the actual market opens to sell for that to be considered a swing trade. So you only get 3 day trades on any brokerage if you're under $25,000. So right now we are not struggling with day trades, but we are definitely in a position where we only have 3 at a time. So if we go to our investing account here, account investing, you're going to see we have a $2,100 portfolio. These are some other companies that I'm invested in at the moment. We have SCHD, 3 shares, the SQs. We have one kind of a little like $5 in QQQ, just to showcase another video where I was showing how you can invest very easily for $5 a day with the reoccurring investment. SoundHound, I'm down about $17. But I heard that NVIDIA is going to be acquiring this company on Monday. So I'm kind of doing an anticipatory swing trade on it. 10 shares isn't a lot. It's like $80, but it's already doubled. It's already tripled. So if it could double or triple again, then my 80 will turn into, 140, $200 and something. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Now I do have 2 day trades. As you can see, I did day trade Nvidia on 313, which is great. I'm not sure if I have a video on that or not, but I did day trade Nvidia, made roughly 5% on that. And then we traded SQQ today, so we have one more day trade for the week, and then we will be done. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean I have to use the day trade, because this position looks like it may start turning into a swing trade. But as you can see here, day trades 2 of 3. Now, this does account for the PDT rule. So Tammy, if you're still here, this will definitely help you too. Now, a day trade is when you open and close the same stock or option position on the same day. If you place 4 or more day trades within a 5 trading day period, and those day trades account for more than 6% of your total trades during the same 5-day period, you will be permanently flagged as a pattern day trader. Now, we don't want that. This can lead to loss of access to stock lending, cash sweep, and may even result in day trade restrictions on your brokerage account if your portfolio value is below $25,000. So they can actually restrict you from trading for up to 90 days. That's 3 months that you would not be able to trade on any platform that you break this violation on, whether it's WeBull, MooMoo, or Robinhood. And again, if you want to start any of those, I have links down below so you can start your investing journey today. But that is how you can be marked as a pattern day trader. Or you can put $25,000 in your account and you'd be fine. Okay. You could trade as much as you want with $25,000. So look at this, guys. It did break. SQQ broke up past this level. It went to 1140. So I did lose a little bit of extra money potential there. Now, if you guys are still in the position, congrats. I shouldn't have sold anyways, or even had a trailing stop loss. But again, I made like 1%. It was like $5 on a very small position. And I sold at, I think it said like 1127 is when it locked me in. Could have made another 1%. Which would have been 2%, which would have been roughly like $10 on that small account. So there's really no need to sell if you don't want. I could have added more positions here at 1125, and we could have still been riding this wave up. But again, shoulda, coulda, woulda. That's not what we do here. We don't beat ourselves up, especially when we make money. We could beat ourselves up a little when we lose money, but not when we make money, okay? So yeah, look, we're up 2%. Would have been an extra $5. Could have went down and we could have lost some money. So that trailing stop loss here was our best friend. Next time I may set the trailing stop loss just for like 1%, but 1% is a lot if it's a very small market price stock, right? 1% could be huge. That could have been a whole $1 and some change. So, you know, but it never would have got hit either. So next time I may consider putting about 25 cents on the table. That would have brought my triggered stop loss price down from $11.34 to $11 even. So if it would have went down back to $11, which it was below my average cost. So you really don't want to do that either. I'd say, you know, 11.20 was a good mark. I could have did a stop loss at 11.20. I went ahead for 11.29. Now some of these companies may have a little bit more volatility, and that's okay, right? They're gonna swing a little bit more than they should. See, it's coming back down for another reset, and this is down 70, almost 1%. So if you did set your trigger stop loss for 1%, then you'd have to get down here for that 1% to get triggered and stopped out. Now I didn't. That's okay. We made some money. I'm happy. And we're going to wait for this to come back down, because if we buy right now and we think that it's going to keep going up, it may not, and we may lose our entire position. This could potentially drop all the way back down to this SMA line, which is about a 3% loss. Now look at that. It's just completely selling off. Look at all the red on the tape here. 10,000 shares, 2,000 shares, 5,000 shares, 10,000, 3,000, 7,000. So this right here, tick by tick, is a great indication that there is a sell-off potential here. And again, SQQ is not a company that I would hold long term because it has a downward trend. Look at this SMA line. This SMA line is continuously going down over a long period of time. We are only getting in on these trades that show signs of upward trend. Back in March 4th, it went up 8% and went back down. On March 7th, it went up 7% and went back down. Now today, on the 13th, or actually on the 13th, it went up about 4%, came back down. And then today, the 14th to the 15th, it's gone up 6%. So now it does have the potential to just crash right back down and lose 7% of its total value, which will give us another opportunity to buy, okay? Which is looks like that's what it's trying to do right now as we speak. Now, it may just keep bouncing off this EMA line, but remember, guys, this is not a company that you would hold long term. As you can see, it goes reverse of the triple Q. And triple Q is having some difficulties right now, but overall, it is an upward trend. So I would invest in companies that have an upward trend, not a downward trend. And that's why I have so much invested in TQQ right now. It has a great buy area. There's a great opportunity to buy. If we can cross this resistance level, then it'll create a support level. And then we can definitely just ride this back up to either the previous where it was, about 4%, 6%, and even the high of over 10% here if it was able to get back up to those previous highs, which it can, right? It's the triple Qs track the overall market. And as you can see, triple Q is down 1%, so TQQ is down 3%, and SQQ is up 3%. It's a 3 times ETF. So you're like, oh, 1%'s not much. Well, 3% is a lot more, and that gives you a little bit more bang for your buck. All right, it looks like it is still trying to figure out what it wants to do. Now, this may have signs of support here still, and it did break free past this resistance level, but then it broke back down, so it became a support level again. So if that's easier to visualize, like when it breaks above, you can turn this into a green line. So you're like, oh, hey, that's support. Cool. Now, it could have bounced off of this support level. Could have easily bounced off this support level and kept going up. But because of its track history and knowing that this is a downward ascending or a downtrend stock, it's not necessarily going to keep that upward momentum for too long. So it broke free from that previous support, right, which was resistance, and now it's going back in to a resistance level. Now this is resistance. It's having a tough time get anything done right here. So we're going to move this up because that is a strong resistance level. It's like the ceiling. And when you hit the ceiling with your hands, you bring them back down and you say, ow. Okay. But if you were able to push through the ceiling, then you're going to have upward momentum and it's going to drive that price up even higher than it was before. So Tammy, great question. Thank you for sharing that. Good question on that. Okay. Any other questions, guys? Looks like we're running almost an hour now. 8:15 my time, 10:15 Eastern time. Now remember, I am going to go live Monday morning, so definitely check out that when I go live. You're not going to want to miss. There may be an opportunity to sell TQQ for an insane amount of money, so I'm excited about that. Austin said, awesome stream. Glad to see you live on SQQ. Thank you. Yeah, we did make a little bit of money here. Just now, we had a trailing stop loss set for a small 300, almost 30 share position. We were able to lock in, I think, like 1%. It was like $5. It wasn't a lot, but hey, it's a good start for a small account challenge. Using a trailing stop loss and showing people basically exactly how to do the same thing. So I appreciate your support, Austin, Cody. That is just fantastic. Now it is showing a sign of it going down, which means TQQ has a potential to go up. And as you, let me bring up TQQ because I want to show you here. I'm down $50, guys. So $10 isn't a heck of a lot. You know, $10 doesn't even cover my loss here. but this is unrealized losses. So they're not technically losses unless I sell. Now this company is starting to ascend up, which is fantastic. We have 27 shares of this company. We still have about $200 if we want to add to it as some of that momentum goes up. Now, we were high of like $61 or $62 average share cost, but as I started buying more, see, I bought at 59, bought 10 at 58, and then bought another 5 at 58.33. Could have waited and bought some more at 58.20. Now, it does look like it's going to probably keep going down. Maybe see how it got up to a high, hit that EMA line and bounced back. Now, it may do this over the weekend. There's really no way to know, but just know that there is a stronger indication that this company will go up rather than down. Now, it may go down slightly to some previous levels, but it likes to stay above this SMA line. And as you can see right now, it is fighting. It is fighting that SMA line with all of its might. And it actually passed and broke through it. So it's trying to get back up to that SMA line. Now, when it does go past, that does show a strong sign of a sell-off, which is why SQQ did so great today. But now SQQ is on their overbought level, which means they are going to start to descend down. So I really love the way that you can trade both. And that definitely opens up an opportunity to make consistent money every single day, if not every other day, right? Better view window cleaning service. How is it possible to trade both? Well, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm showcasing exactly that. Or maybe you want to know what we're trading maybe. Here, let me bring this over. Okay, so here you go. Invesco QQQ Trust is what we're trading. Okay, this is the company that we're focusing on. And as you can see, it has this crazy double top. It has a triple bottom. A lot of stuff's going on here. Now I have marked buy potential from previous buy potential areas here. As you can see, back in February 29th, they really liked this market. Back on the 22nd of February, it really liked right here in this position. March 5th, it bounced off of this area, and now it's trying to either bounce off of this area or create lower lows, or possibly even higher lows. So that's what we're looking at right now. It's extremely overbought on everything. It's overbought on the charts. It's overbought on the RSI. Or I'm sorry, oversold. It's oversold on everything. So it's in a great buy area. The buy range is what I like to call it, buy zone. But it's extremely oversold on the RSI at 29 and super oversold on the MACD. Now, it doesn't mean that it's going to stop its downward descent there, but the TQs is what we are going to be trading. So in order to trade both, you can trade with TQQQ or SQQQ. And as you can see, they reflect off of that. So one is up 3% exactly, and one is down 3% exactly. And if you can figure out a way to catch them at the bottom and catch them at the top, then you will definitely make some money continuously over and over and over. So I really hope that answers your question. It looks like SQQ is going to want to keep wanting to move up and stay above this EMA line. It's having a difficult time doing it now that we're getting into a little bit later in the morning here, which is great for this, okay? Which is great for TQQ. As soon as it pushes through the EMA, these tick by ticks are going to go insane. You're going to see that these tick by ticks are going to start moving like 100,000, 2,000, 5,000, you know, and they're going to start driving this price forward. We're actually going to be able to witness it right now on the live stream. It is going up. It's trying to break. Now, if this candle starts a new candle above the EMA, yes, it did, then we are going to see strong signs of it moving up, upward momentum. Now, it looks like there's some sell-offs, about 1,000 there. So there is a little bit of a sell-off. There are people buying in, though. There's 1,000 sold right there. And because it is bouncing off, someone just bought 20,000 shares, 1,800 shares. So tick by ticks is great too for beginners. It shows you how many shares people are buying on this active market. Now it doesn't show, I think, private and stuff like that. It doesn't track all the market, but it tracks the majority of it. As you can see here, 2,000 shares were just sold. Picked up another 1,200. So, you know, this is a strong pressure area. We have a strong buy area here. We have a very strong pressured area right here. Doesn't want to break above that EMA, which is okay. See, now it's going back down. So it may stay in this area of consolidation for a little while before it decides that it wants to break forward. And again, this is all based off of the Qs. So whatever the Qs is doing is what the TQQ and the SQQ are going to do as well. Also, every comment in any of my videos for this month of March will get inserted into our monthly giveaway. We have a monthly giveaway on the 1st of every month. March 1st, we gave away a $250 mystery box, which had a lot of cool stuff for investors and traders such as yourself. Now, from March 1st to March 30th, we are going to be tallying up all the comments that we receive across our YouTube channel. If you put in 50 comments, then you will be entered into the raffle 50 times. So for example, Daryl, Levon, second round, Tammy, Austin, and a better view, you are all going to be entered into a raffle 100% free just for commenting on this video and future videos if that's what you decide to do. So subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out that announcement date on the 1st. My live streams on Monday, which I probably will start live streaming every single day. And also definitely check out our Discord, link in the description below. That's where we do a lot of these day trading, swing trading ideas. And if you're just a long-term investor, then definitely check out the Facebook group of over 70,000 members. It is a private group, very spam free, which is awesome. I have a dedicated group of moderators that just constantly delete spammers. Okay, guys, same with the Discord. Great community to be involved in. And yeah, guys, let's end this week off with a strong note. We were able to make some money on SQQ today and potentially make some more money on TQQ as well. So we have 27 shares. Now this looks like it may turn into a swing trade if I don't see anything. But again, I can't stay on this live stream for 8 hours while the market is open and just sit here and watch it trade. That's not my style. So what I'm going to do is simply set an alert. I'm going to set a few alerts here at the 4:35:21. Create alert, and then we're going to create an alert if it does end up dropping below its previous low here, 433.05. If price is below, and we'll actually set this up because it looks like it's breaking past that EMA here. So I'm going to actually bring this up to the 50-cent mark. And so if it goes above that 435.50, which I think it will right now, actually, while we're on the live stream, and if it possibly breaks above maybe midway here, because we're already seeing a pullback. Before I get off, boom, look at this pullback. It broke past the EMA line. It is going down now, which means TQQ is going up. That is just fantastic. Now, it did break above the EMA line. I'm going to set an alert at 58 and some change, create an alert, and then I'm going to set an alert where my break even is at 59.82. So let's go up to 59.82. It's actually way up here. Let's go 59.80, create watch. Okay, so it does have a long way to go, guys, on the 1-minute chart, but it does not mean it can't go up on the hourly. Look at this. It's slowly going up. If it can stay with this trend line, that's fantastic, and potentially get me back up to my average share price or cost right here at 59.82. It does have a nice little dip. So Again, I am going to be doing a live recap video this afternoon when the market closes. I'll do a recap on this exact video, but I like to do live recaps on Friday afternoons as well as those Monday morning live trading sessions. So definitely subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on any of that, guys. I'm excited about this live recap today because usually we'll live recap our profits, our losses, what we were in and out of, but this will be the first time in this year that we will be live recapping a company that we were not able to sell out of during our live stream trading session. So I'm excited to see how this plays out through the day. I hope this gives you a little bit of excitement to something to do and look forward to this afternoon after the market closes. So look out for that video around market close. I'd say about 1 to 2 o'clock is when I will be releasing that video. So definitely check that out. It can go either way, guys. We could either be up $100, down $100, or break even and make nothing. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen. Also on that live recap around 2 o'clock today, I will share with you whether I'm going to just simply sell out, or if I sold out of this position, or if I'm going to be planning on holding it over the weekend. I appreciate your support. I hope you guys enjoyed and you found value in this live stream today on Friday morning. If you did, simply smash that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on these future live streams that are only going to help you grow and learn how to invest and make more money, guys. Okay, that's the whole point of these. So appreciate you guys. I'm going to get out of here and you guys have a great day. Also, if you signed up with MooMoo or WeBull or Robinhood, I have all 3 links below. You get free shares, interest on your uninvested cash, all that blah, blah, blah. But if you haven't started, definitely start today. Okay, guys? It's free to join. Check it out.